baby, I've been watching you for a while now, and I gotta admit that I got a little crush on you. And also there are some things that I must admit that I wanna do. I don't think you really know my name, but tonight that's about to change. Yeah, I have something for you to make sure you won't forget. No, no. Tell me, do you have an appetite? Tell me exactly what is on your mind. Any wish that you may have is my command. Yeah, yeah. I'ma give you what you want, daddy. I'ma give you what you need, daddy. I'm a freak, but in the streets I'm classy. We can do it slow, we can get nasty. So just tell me what you want, daddy. Anything that you need, just ask me. Any way that you want, you can have me. I'll be a naughty girl, you can't be my daddy. Every time I see you, I fantasize about you and I. All the things I wanna do, touching you, caressing you. I ain't worried about getting sleep. I don't care if the neighbors hear me. Do you think you can handle me? What's to think about? Look at me, come to me. I'ma give you what you want, daddy. I'ma give you what you need, daddy. I'm a freak, but in the streets I'm classy. We can do it slow, we can get nasty. So just tell me what you want, daddy. Anything that you need, just ask me. Any way that you want, you can have me. I'll be a naughty girl, you can't be my daddy. I know you didn't know what I had in store. Give it to you till you can't take anymore. I think you say my name and you will not forget. My plan is to have you addicted. I'ma give you what you want, daddy. I'ma give you what you need, daddy. I'm a freak, but in the streets I'm classy. We can do it slow, we can get nasty. So just tell me what you want, daddy. Anything that you need, just ask me. Any way that you want, you can have me. I'll be a naughty girl, you can't be my daddy.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing all our minds and put the work in. We got some work, man. I started to do I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous. Scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of love, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'm a beast of the net. They can never be me, nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I started to go, gotta get through. I started to go, gotta get through. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. But now, yeah, make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
this other one, BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss in there.
Men don't respect anything that they don't invest in.
Bossy, what's your OnlyFans going for, Bossy?
Does he meet the basics of what I want? Pursue, provide, and protect. It is the male's instinct to provide and be able to protect and all of that good stuff if they want to be able to procreate. Okay, so I just want to talk about how there is a divide in the black community among the women in particular. Colorist men have turned me and other light-skinned women like me against our dark-skinned sisters.
Not on Bossy's content.
Hey baby, I've been watching you for a while now, and I gotta admit that I got a little crush on you. Hey, what's up you guys? This is your girl, who? BossyEmpryss, and on this channel, I talk about whatever I want. If you like my content, please come join us on the channel membership or join us on Patreon, where you get access to a community of like-minded women, courses, lessons, and much, much more. You can also support the platform by sharing the content, clicking the like button, the subscribe button, and bell button so that you're notified every time that I make a post or go live. If you'd like to contribute to the content on this channel, you can email me at BossyEmpryssTV@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. It's always a fun and loving environment on this channel, so join the family. Please remember to always assume positive intent. Are you ready to go down the rabbit hole? Hey guys, this is your girl, BossyEmpryss, and today, listen, it is a lot of tea. Like, we had Cynthia G get doxxed by divestors is what I'm hearing, and Nyla's channels got deleted. Hey everybody that's in the building early, what's up? Samantha, the edit, wisdom over feeling. Shout out to everybody that comes here early, participates in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay, listen, I couldn't believe it, but this has been going on. This has been getting dragged out. And the thing about being part of this community, of being part of a black female or a black woman empowerment content creator, is hard. It's hard. And none of us want to share the spotlight. And none of us can agree on everything. But I think the sad and unfortunate part is that we are bringing each other down as women instead of lifting each other up or just looking the other way. And I'm going to drop the link because it is going to be open panel today. And you guys can join at any time. But I saw the video that Nylah did. And I'm not sure if this is something that, you know, her beef with the other content creator who shall remain nameless. I'm not sure if this is a result of that. But I think Nylah can and will bounce back. I've seen that there is a second channel. I won't be sharing the channel because right now we don't know if they're going to allow her to continue to create on the platform or what's going on. So there is a channel out there that she is using that people have been going over to. However, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share it. I haven't talked to Nylah. I don't talk to Nylah on a personal level. But it just seems to me ever since, like, I don't know what happened. I noticed that Cynthia G and Nylah started distancing themselves right around the time that the beef with damn it, I said her name. Might as well say it. Woman's Fear and Nylah started. And you guys know that I have history with all of these content creators. Not really in depth with most of them. The more, like, I've collaborated with Woman's Fear in the past. I just think that it's unfortunate that Black women are trying to create content and do something positive with their lives, and yet we're stopping each other and banning each other's channels. And I just don't understand why we can't be professional and, you know, polite with each other and supporting each other. It's just, to me, it just saddens me. And that's honestly why I've taken a step back from creating content on this channel. It's just because, I mean, how... like, I just don't know. With Black women, it's just, we can't,
you can't please them, and you can't collaborate with a lot of them. There's cattiness. I just don't know how. I feel really bad for Nylah, and I know how hard she's worked on her YouTube career, and for her channels to be just deleted, and she's not knowing whether or not she's gonna get them back. It doesn't seem like she's gonna be getting them back so far, from what I can tell. But we got Red Bussy Supreme on his channel talking about Cynthia was doxxed by divestors. So I don't really know how true what's really going on, but I would like for someone to join the panel. But it's just unfortunate to me how Black women can't support each other. They're like crabs in a bucket. We sit here and we talk about Black men all day, but how come we can't be any better? How come we can't be any better? It's like, and then, yeah, it's pretty sad that this shit is happening. Like, it's not fair. I don't think she deserves that. And I want Black women to come together and be supportive. Like, Nyla's never hurt anybody, not to my knowledge. I don't know what to say. It really broke my heart to see her upset because she lost her channel. And I don't know what went wrong for her. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it was the engaging in the combat. Because I try not to engage too much. If somebody wants to fixate on me and hate on me, I'll try to lay low and get off of their radar instead of fighting fire with fire. Not to tell Nylah what she should and shouldn't do, but just I wouldn't have never I would have never even engaged in the back and forth, because you're creating more enemies and more energy towards something negative than you really should even want. So I don't know, man. As a YouTuber, I'm one of those people. I might clap back, but more often than not, I'm gonna ignore you. But and that's another reason why now, as a content creator, I'm glad I'm keeping it business with these people. I'm glad that I don't have any personal relationships that I've built off of YouTube like that, because when things change, you can lose your whole channel behind hatred. You can lose a whole channel, your whole years and years of content, of work, of dedication, that can be gone because somebody seeks to destroy you. Ladies, we've got to be more careful, and we've got to be more strategic. And ladies, I don't know how her channel got taken down, but I'm just assuming that it's attached to some beef, because I did see a part of Nyla's video where she said she thinks it was Mangela. So she said that she was going to show YouTube how Mangela was saying that her supporters should go get her channel taken down. And then I did see a few weeks ago, I think Nylah must have known it was coming, because I saw a few weeks ago how she started streaming from a totally different channel, and she was trying to build that channel back up, and I was like, that's kind of odd. But I don't know how they got both of her channels. I really don't watch a lot of people anymore. I don't really watch. I stopped watching Nyla's channel. I stopped watching Cynthia G's channel for a little while because I didn't want her content to overlap. So I don't know what's been going on really on either of their channels. I haven't really been watching Taz, because I just like to take a step back and get my voice to sound different than other people's, because I know with the same subject matter, especially like Black women empowerment stuff, we can all start sounding the same. So I even subscribed for Cynthia G for a while. So basically, sending out flying monkeys. I think that's what they're doing. I don't know, Wisdom. If you want to hop up here, you have my blessing to hop up here and talk. I know you might be busy, but I'm just, at this point, it's sad. It's like, why can't we say that we're trying to empower Black women, but yet how is it empowering to try to take down a Black woman's channel? And all we do is fight amongst each other and make fun of each other. Like, when I was going through my situation, all I get is attacked and bullied. I know what it's like to be made fun of and scrutinized all over the world, in front of the world. And I know what it's like to I don't know what it's like to have my channel deleted. That's for sure. I hope I'd never experience that. But yeah, honestly, like it's sad, and I just want Black women. I don't know, like that's why I don't like wisdom over feelings. I don't even really want to make content for Black women anymore because I've noticed their behavior. Um, when somebody is trying to advocate for them, they become more abusive. When they have allies and support, a lot of Black women, not all of them, but a lot of them take it as an opportunity to double down on abuse when they have protection. You can't protect an abuser. They're just going to become more abusive. So, that's why I don't really want to cater to the content to Black women anymore, because I've noticed that Black women get very abusive under protection. Even white women get abusive under protection. They feel very comfortable to be abusive when they are being protected and, beyond all reason. Red Wine said Nylah is pretty funny when she would do. I love Nyla's drags. Yeah, she'll be back. I'm pretty sure she'll figure this all out. Get another channel. I'm pretty sure she's still on Patreon. I used to be a Patreon, but like I said, I don't really go on anybody's stuff no more. I've kind of just been taking a step back doing my own thing, but she's still on her Patreon. I'm pretty sure she got a bunch more subscribers on her Patreon. And you guys just continue to support her. Hopefully she can make her way back to YouTube. Maybe if she doesn't recover her other channels, maybe start new channels that grow I think she'll be better off if she just start a brand new channel, honestly. If I were her, I'd just, you know what? That's because she'll get monetized really quickly. She's got all her supporters that are going to come right on back. So she just needs to figure that out. So I'm wishing Nylah the best. My positive energy and positive thoughts are with her right now. And I hope we all can just be supportive of her, because she has a really good entertaining content, and I think she's genuine. And I understand that a lot of Black women is still under the dust spell. Yeah, they are. And I love Black women, but I don't really have a lot nice to say about them right now. Because y'all know what went through with my family recently. And I mean, I was surrounded by mammies there. Nothing but mammies in my family. Nothing but mules. Nothing but women that don't know their value, don't know their worth, and then want to try to tell me what I'm worth because they think I think I'm too valuable. I think I'm too high. I think too highly of myself. They think my standards are too high. So, it could be just distance yourself from people that don't think the same as you. I don't think it has to do with the color of skin. I think it's more of a class thing, because most people in my family are not middle class or higher. They are maybe, well, let's put it, they didn't grow up that way. They're probably that way now that they're older, and most of the people in my family are middle class to upper middle class to even upper class. So, but there's still some, there's some poors in our family. But all I'm saying is protecting women who haven't healed, protecting women who have been abused, who have been abusers. It's not helpful for the community anymore. And I mean, even taking Nyla's situation as an example, I mean, to me, that's emotionally abusive. Nobody had to try to take Nyla's channel. Nobody had to try to get her channels deleted. They didn't need to do that. Why are Black women? Because I think some Black women feel like, oh, well, my voice is more protected than your voice, so I'm going to try to remove your voice completely. And I don't like what you're saying, so I'm going to remove your voice completely. We need to have respect for everybody's voice. Even if you don't like what's being said, respect it and listen to it and take heed, because there may be some truth in it. And even if there's not, there may be a message in there that you can learn. So I'm just tired of all the fighting and the mistreatment of Black women. Also, Cynthia G got doxxed by divestors. How are you, like, I understand divestors dislike, I don't think divestors like Cynthia or Nylah. That's fine. They probably don't like me neither. That's fine. I don't really give a fuck. I didn't come on YouTube for everybody to like me anyway. But it's just, why are Black women, if you're trying to empower Black women and get Black women to make better choices that are healthier and safer in dating, why do we like? Why are you getting channels deleted that are helping Black women wake up? Like, if it wasn't for Cynthia G, maybe some divestors maybe even wouldn't have moved on to divestment. You feel me? Like, if it wasn't for if it wasn't for Cynthia G's and Nylah telling the truth about Black men, maybe those divestors wouldn't have even gotten to divesting. So I just want all of us to understand that we all have a voice and we all have something to contribute to Black women's plight. We all have something to contribute to the conversation, and we're not all going to agree, and we're not all going to want to sleep with the same kind of men. Some of us may not even really be worried about men. Many of us want to be single and work on our careers. So I just want Black women to stop fighting. That's all I want is, I think Black women love to fucking fight. They're very aggressive and they like to fight. And I'm not very aggressive and I won't start a fight, but I will finish that shit. I will finish that shit. And I just feel like, honestly, being around Black women who are always, a lot of Black women are jealous. A lot of Black women are ratchet. A lot of Black women don't have any etiquette. A lot of Black women are highly egotistical, and they don't know how to be ladies. And they do come off as very masculine. I've been on a feminine journey for a very long time, ladies. And when I went back home to be around my family, I realized they were undoing my feminine journey. I've learned to speak more femininely. I've learned to dress and present myself more femininely. I know about etiquette. Well, I've already known about etiquette, but I just realized, like, when I was younger, I just like having etiquette. Like, I realized when my mom kicked me out at 16, I stopped so I could assimilate to Blackistan. I stopped having manners. I stopped being more feminine because I had to be around disgusting, dangerous men. Probably like when I was in the hood, you feel me? But now that I'm been on YouTube and I've been, not living at home, I've become way more feminine. And I think that that's intimidating to a lot of Black women because they think femininity is weakness. And femininity is not a weakness. Just because someone's feminine doesn't make them weak. Just because a woman chooses to be on a feminine walk and a feminine journey and a feminine way of carrying herself does not mean that she is weak. Um, and I think that being around a lot of stereotypical Black people can be very detrimental to a feminine journey. So I don't know, you guys, but that's all I really have to say about the situation. I don't know if anybody wants to come up on the panel and ask questions to me, or I don't know if anybody wants to add anything, but here goes the link. You guys can click it, and we can talk if no one clicks it after a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the live stream up because I got to do my hair and my makeup, and probably get into some other things. But I really feel bad for Nylah, and I feel like Nylah is so feminine, and she's so sweet, and she's so funny, and I just really like her, and she's so helpful. Like, she helped me. Like, she's one of the content creators when I was going through what I was going through. She helped me, and I don't feel like she's like one of those mean girls who, you know, like, oh, you can't sit with us. Like, if she likes you, she'll support you. And it's just really unfortunate that she's going through this right now. So anybody want to click the link? Wisdom over feelings. Let me make sure that this is the proper person. Hello, Wisdom. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. How you doing, honey?
I'm doing all right. How you feeling today? Holla at your girl. What you got going on? What you got to say?
I'm good. I just woke up not too long ago, so I still got my bedroom voice going on. But I just wanted to come and say hi and ask, how are you doing, first and foremost? And I guess just add a little bit to the conversation.
Well, I'm doing good. I think my family is finally seeing how wonderful I am. With the situation with my sister and my niece, they are still investigating. I'm just hoping that they're gonna force my mother to get the counseling and mental health treatment that she needs.
Yes.
that was really honestly the only goal that I had, because my mom had told me that she keeps skipping out on her therapy. Like, she just keeps not going. So this way I can get it court ordered and get it mandatory for, for her case. So that's been the goal. They would not disclose everything to me, but they said that she is still under investigation, and that is all I know for right now. So
Oh, well, prayers for you and your family because, I get it. A lot going on. So I even had to
Mhm.
take a step back because
Oh,
of,
I'm no longer
yeah.
even in Florida like that no more. I kind of trying to let my
Oh,
family know I still don't really want to. I realize I don't want to assimilate back into family life with them. I realize that I'm better off without them because I'm waiting on them and they don't respect me or what I do for a living, who I've become as a person. And I don't feel like begging
hmm
people to accept me. I have my following on Instagram, on social media. Um, I'm doing what I want to do in my life. I'm happy, and other people accept me. So why? It's funny because everybody in my family was like, "Oh, you've changed." I didn't change. I just became who I really was without anybody scrutinizing me and trying to tell me what it was right and wrong way to be.
All
So,
right.
and they're
And they
like, "Oh,
act
well, I
like change
actually
is
like
so
you."
bad.
But no, it's actually they're saying it's a good change. But I'm like, no, I've been a good person, and y'all just never got to know me. Is how it is
Mm.
with my family. They never got to know me. So I love them. I'll go back to visit. But I do not plan to be part of their lives anymore. And I don't want them to be part of mine until they reach out to me.
And that's okay. You have
Yeah,
that right.
yeah.
You really
hmm
do.
But they want me to come back home anytime. They keep checking on me, which is kind of annoying and weird because it's like y'all weren't checking on me for years and years. I was getting dragged and, called homeless all over the internet. Nobody called to check on me then.
Mm.
So it's just weird that they care now. Um, but I'm gonna let them try. I want to let them try to show me that they care. It's going to take a long time for them to prove to me that they care, because it's a thought pattern that I've had for so long, and I've known that they don't give a fuck about. I mean, I've been out here homeless and struggling for a very long time off and on. So I think that I'm going to allow them to prove themselves to me, but it's just going to be hard because they got a lot to prove.
Right.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
they're supporting
Well,
me now, and I just don't. It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
like, do you feel like it's disingenuous
I
that they're
do. I don't
supporting
feel
you
like
now?
and they listen. Some of my family, I do feel like they're just like they're like, "Oh, I'm so proud of." No, you're not. You're not proud of me. You didn't think I could do it. Um, I think it is. I think it's more jealousy, and I think it's more of, well, you doing that, but you ain't really making money like that yet. So you know, they don't understand, and I don't have time to care.
All right, girl. Yeah, that sounds like some jealousy shit. Like
Yeah,
you're doing it. Money will come
right,
later, and that's not even the goal. I mean,
right.
it would be nice, but it gives you time to be with the little people like us.
Yeah, I'm never going anywhere I'm gonna always continue to have a YouTube channel for the rest of my life. I'm never gonna stop doing YouTube. My YouTube is more of like a personal channel, anyways. I have other channels that I'm building and working on now that about other things, but
Hmm.
this is my main channel. I'm always, and it's more about my life and other events. Not that my channel really isn't geared towards one topic, which is why I think people really enjoy my channel and they stick with it because, yeah, it's about other stuff that Black women are into, but it's more about my life and sharing my life story and just things about me. So I don't know.
I love it. I love
hmm
it. But I won't tarry too long because I know you say you're about to get into doing your hair and everything. But honestly, it sucks what's going on with Nylah and
Yeah.
Cynthia and all them. And the thing is, I don't comment too much about, I guess, this whole situation just because I feel like I'm still new and I
Right.
barely know who Black Woman Shooter is. I don't really know who that is. I came across the channel a few times. But yeah, so it just sucks that we can't, we talk about Black men like you said, but we can't even get together as women. So
Right.
yeah.
I don't know. Do you think that we can get together as women? Do you think there's any hope for Black women? I don't, or should we even worry about Black women at this point? Because I'm kind of feeling like maybe other women can do it better than me. That's probably going to be my position. But how do you feel? Like, do you think Black women are going to improve, or the sister are
I
going to improve?
mean, my position would be the same as for the men. You know, do I see the majority of them coming together and building and providing and producing in the community? No. So
Right.
I don't expect the same thing for Black women because a lot of them gonna follow the wannabe kings of
Right.
with no kingdom. So I say stick to the ones that are like minded, the ones that you resonate with, and eventually like focus on yourself first and foremost. Because even though like I said, I love your channel and it resonates with me, there may be things I might not fully agree with, but it's not enough to where it said, okay, I like her. She has a different vibe going on than a lot of other channels that's just about one topic for the most part. So
Mhm.
yeah, but no, I'm
Right.
keeping my circle small.
Yeah, that's I realize now. Like you can't get personal. Like that's like I think that's where unfortunately Nylah has went wrong. Maybe, but I mean that's what everybody gets collaborates and gets personal at one point in their YouTube career. But I think
Hmm.
when it becomes personal and the personal attacks and the doxings and the um friendship sour, you see it happen in other content, like and I hate to compare black to white, but you see the white people going through their beefs, and it doesn't get
Hmm.
this serious. Like, not
No,
really. And so it's just so much dysfunctionality and just so much, I guess, vitriol, and just like, why are you so like the violence of just having someone's channel take? That was hard work. Nyla loved her channel. You can tell she's very hurt over losing her channel, her both of them,
you're
and
right.
it's like my heart goes out to her, and I just want black women. Can we stop fighting? Can we love on each other? Can we stop being jealous of each other? Can we stop hurting each other like this? Because we want black men to stop doing it, but we have to stop doing it to each other too. We have
Right.
to, you know. So
Yeah, it breaks my heart. I just hope it's temporary. I hope it's not a end all be all. I hope she gets those channels back because I still don't know. I know she told us what she wanted us to know, but I just hope she can get them back. If not, Nyla is the vibe and she will get those subscribers back
she will.
in a small time. So I'm
Yeah,
not
I don't
really
think.
worried about her.
Yeah, you don't even really have to worry too much about it. She's probably already back into monetization, like because she does have another channel up now, but I don't think we're sharing it right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's keeping it on the low till we know more information and have been told to give the go ahead to share. Um, but so I mean, she's already. I'm pretty sure. I looked at her views. I've seen the channel is gonna grow. They're gonna be able to find that channel in the algorithm. So it's not even a hard channel to find if you just, you know. So I think she'll be okay. But it's just
Mm.
unfortunate that to see black women doing this to each other. It's just so disappointing to me because I put black women in high regard. I think so highly of black women. It's because I'm a black woman, and
Right.
this is to see that we treat each other this way. It just breaks my heart, and the way that I've been treated is heartbreaking too. But I can handle me. But it's just, I, damn. I mean, at least Nyla has a man she can go cuddle up with. I don't.
Girl, yes.
She go cry with Taz. Oh, I bet
And
you.
that's why they jealous too, cause they don't got now. Okay.
Hmm.
They don't
Right,
got nothing to snuggle up with at night.
right, right. She can go cry on Taz's shoulder. Um, so at least she's in a happy, healthy relationship, and he could be her support. So,
Hmm. Sure
well,
can. I was about to ask you, have you you probably have made content about that, like your treatment as a light skinned woman in the community. Have you talked about that?
I haven't talked about colorism in so long, and been getting a lot of requests lately.
Hmm.
Um, at this point, I have a lot of anger towards the way I've been treated as a light skinned black woman. When I first started talking about colorism, yeah, there was anger and resentment and hurt, and I thought that that would go away. But
Hmm.
now I see that it's never going to change. I'm going to keep being treated the way I'm treated, and I'm never. I just don't know how to. When I hear about brown and dark skinned women's plight, it's like, but does it make it better to treat me differently because I'm light skinned? Um,
Right.
so I just kind of have I don't give a fuck towards them, unfortunately. But I have daughters that are brown skin and dark skin, so I don't know how I'm gonna teach them to not care about light skinned women. Like, don't care. Like, yeah, your mom's light skinned, but who cares? Like, nobody cares. I'm not prettier because I'm light skinned. Like, I just want darker women to not care and to stop treating light skinned women different because black men are color struck. You know?
Exactly. Thank you. That's
Mm.
it. I'm not gonna add on to it. You got it.
Yeah, what's up, Snyder? Yes. But I like talking about colorism, but I just right now I don't think I would the hurt that I feel over it, because I feel like a lot of women in my family have, the women that I love the most in my family are not light skinned like me. There's a few light skins in my family like me, but those aren't the ones that I was close to. The women that I were closer with growing up, as soon as I got into puberty and coming into my feminine looks, the darker skinned women in my family started treating me badly. And I've
Mm,
never done so. It's like, and I never did anything to them to deserve that. So just imagine just being you and people not liking you because now they realize, oh, you're getting all these attention from men and I'm jealous. But you've never had a bad, never treated them badly, never really did anything to make them start treating you fucked up. They just started being jealous of you because you got more attention from the boys.
right. And
So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I never really talked about it. Maybe that could be a topic for another time. Cause I
yeah,
mean, I never talked about it on here, but I've had discussions with other people, and I think because, like you said, because we're lighter in skin tone, they think we don't have a plight, and it's
hmm,
like, listen, it goes both ways. Like you
right,
said, we get treated away by, you know, the brown, darker skin of women because of, once again, what men find attractive. But that has nothing to do with me. Shit, there are dark skinned women that are gorgeous that I feel that are probably in my head more beautiful than I am, but because of skin tone, niggas won't go for them.
right. Right, and but that's why I love talking about divesting, because I know that white men or men of not no color, or men of that aren't black, other than black men, they're not as colorist. They just, if they
Right.
like black women, they just like women or all women of color. Um Snyder said, "Hey, is it okay that I can ask what happened between Sin and Nylah?" All I know is that they started distancing themselves from what I can see after Nylah and Wisdom and Woman Sphere had their falling out. I don't
Hmm.
really know. They haven't talked about it publicly. They really haven't said anything but it's something that we've noticed. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't think that Nylah or Cynthia have said that they were distancing themselves from each other publicly, but it's just something that people have been observing. Okay. Snyder said, "Sorry, I've been gone for 5 months, so I was confused. Sorry." It's okay. You're good. Brandy has been hospitalized. She had a seizure. I thought that it was something to her. Damn. I'm going to have
Uh-oh.
to look that up.
Okay. Hey, Snyder.
Yeah.
Brandy, like Brandy, or somebody
Let me
like
look
y'all
her
know.
up. Let me look that up. But yeah, for me with I think I'll do I think I'll get back into some colorism, because that'll be a break from talking about nakers and black women, and we can just talk
Right.
about colorism again. Let me see, Brandy
Oh man.
in hospital. It's not populating, so
Yeah, it's something that just happened within the last hour or
Brandy
so.
hospitalized for a possible seizure after medical incident. Oh, okay, yeah, she's having a seizure. Hopefully, she'll be okay, y'all.
Yes, hopefully she'll be okay.
Yeah. Seizures ain't as bad as yeah, they're not so bad. She might be all right.
Mm-mm.
Um
'Cause my brother
yeah.
just went through that, but he
Well, what happened? Was he okay afterwards?
girl, listen, cause I was at work and I was just calling my mom on my short little break, but she was calling me and she sent me a picture, and when I saw his face, I thought he had the seizure like while he was driving. But he was, I guess, in a convenience store and was walking out and all of a sudden just fell straight flat, like just
Mm,
boom. And started having a seizure because we had to drive to Nashville to get him.
mm.
So, but yeah, so he was all right, but face was swollen, had a
Because he
like
hit
a
the
deep
ground.
cut. Yeah, and I think he had his glasses on. So,
Damn.
but yeah,
Yeah,
he had to recover
my
for a few days.
yeah, usually it's usually the fall from having the seizure, not the seizure itself, that injures you. Um
Hmm.
most seizures are almost harmless, pretty much. You probably won't. You'll be fine. You just need to rest a little bit afterwards. But I had an ex who used to have seizures. Thank goodness I never saw him have one. But
Mm.
they usually get hurt from falling. So if you notice somebody's probably about to have a seizure, keep near them. If you know anybody that has seizures, stay near them so you can catch them when they fall. Because that's
Yes,
really, and watch their head while they having their seizure. They'll be all right. It's scary. They'll be all right. Just make sure they come out of the seizure.
and
Usually
turn
they
them
don't
on
even
their
need medical
side
attention. Yeah, turn them on
because
their sides,
you don't want them to swallow their
their
tongue, which
tongue.
is weird. I can't see that happening, but they said it can happen.
Oh yeah, because
So,
their muscles are locked up at that point. So
mm,
if they're on their back and their muscles are locked up and they say they're having a spasm with their tongue or whatever, their whole body is locked up and having a spasm. So their
okay,
tongue will go deep in their throat and go back in their throat sometimes because they're lacking control of their body and they can suffocate and die and maybe even throw up because they're choking. Yeah. So lay them on their side and just watch their head and try to calm them down because usually they're very scared of this. They're aware. They're aware of what's happening. They just can't move. So just
mm,
try to keep them calm, and they'll come out of it. Usually, seizures don't last, I think, longer than like 5 minutes. If it goes past 5 minutes, maybe it's actually shorter than that, then it's a problem.
right, right.
Yeah,
But yeah, like you say, they'll be all right. They'll be all
yeah, they'll
right.
be okay. Um, but yeah, so that's all the tea I really have over that. I don't know. Okay, so what about colorism do you want to talk about though? Like, how do you feel like as a light skinned woman? Have you heard any colorism conversations on YouTube? And like, how do you feel about colorism in general?
That's a story. I mean, okay, to keep it short, I never really looked at it, but I have had experiences in it where I just kind of overlook it and didn't realize what it was until I became an adult. Because, like I said, I didn't look at the whole light skin, dark skin thing. Like, a lot of my best friends were always either brown skin to dark skin woman. Yes, I had light skin friends, best friends, but for the most part, I guess like opposites attract. Like, my friends always been just a darker skin. So I never really had to deal with that, but with the conversation that I came across on YouTube or videos that I saw of darker women talking about this issue, like, my heart goes out to them, but it's like we have our own treatment. Like,
Right,
okay, some darker skinned girls or women didn't know I was a cool ass chick until after they got to know me. They just kind of
right.
had this way that they felt about me. They just didn't like me for whatever reason. They would say to my face they don't like me. But then they got to know me and say, oh, okay, I think you're pretty cool. Well, why wouldn't you think I wouldn't be? You know, I'm not blaming colorism here, but I don't know, I feel like I peeped a few things over
Right.
time. So I don't know. Maybe I should talk about it.
Maybe I'll do a colorism conversation tonight because I do want to start. Well, no, I'm gonna be working my ass off. I'm gonna be on this camera, but
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying nothing. No.
girl, I gotta get on this camera. So, but I'll probably after probably maybe either Monday, some one of my next live streams. I think I'm gonna get back into doing colorism again, talking about is light skin privilege real? The relationships between light skinned women and dark skinned black women, or even light skinned men and dark skinned men, because I think that there's a lot to be talked about between men as well.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely,
Okay.
I got bored with the topic. Not necessarily bored, but it's just I needed more voices on, and at the time the channel was growing and I didn't have enough new people to bring their perspective, because I have a lot of people don't want light skinned women to talk about the
What?
dark side of
Girl.
colorism. Oh, they get upset when we talk about how it's not really a positive thing to be light skinned. I really haven't. They want us to spew the rhetoric that light skin is a privilege, and it's not. It never has been.
It really isn't. And that's why I don't understand that whole idea that it's a privilege. It's like, okay, pretty privilege, is that a thing? Maybe. But light skin privilege, I don't think so. Cause just cause you light skin doesn't mean you're pretty.
But
And
see,
I'm
being
speaking for
pretty,
myself too. I mean, I can't say I'm the baddest bee walking around here, but I'm just saying just because I'm light skinned, that doesn't give me a boost.
right? I think what it is there's privilege and pros and cons to every side. Like everybody thinks the grass is greener on the other side. If you got curly hair, you want straight hair. You got light skin, you want dark skin. You're fat, you want to be skinny. You're skinny, you want to gain a little weight. It's all everybody. Nobody's ever completely satisfied. So I think what dark skinned Black women have to understand is just because they think we're getting all these privileges from being light skinned or whatever standard of beauty that they think we adhere to that they don't, we'd much rather be accepted in our own community instead of ostracized and treated poorly because of skin that we didn't even pick to have. So
Right.
it's just I just think that Black women, we need to love each other and listen to each other's stories, validate each other's stories, and heal and move past it. Because all of this fighting or my plight is more important than your plight, and you need to give up your seat and your beauty for me because I'm dark skinned and I'm the real epitome of what a Black woman is. Well, I'm just as Black as you, but I just have to have light skin. So you saying that I
Right.
don't get to represent Black women because I have light skin? Like if I'm only 14% non-African. I'm sorry, 15% non-African. So that makes me more African than most people in America.
And see, that's where it
Why
gets
doesn't my
me.
phenotype why doesn't my phenotype represent Black women? I don't think it's fair anymore. I don't think it's fair.
I mean, that's what gets me because it's like a biracial woman can represent Black women, but then I have to be questioned as a Black woman. Like that's what gets
Right.
me, girl. So yes,
Right.
we would definitely talk more. And I told myself I'm gonna try to start getting on more panels, but girl, I don't do good with panels. I don't know. I'm a shy being at heart. I
Right.
always.
Well, you come up here anytime. Usually, my panels are slower than they used to be. They're probably gonna start picking back up again. Um, but anytime you want to, I think your channel. Oh, by the way, I was that. It was a you were premiering a conversation with you and that dude about a week ago, I
Oh
think.
yes,
That was a
BK
good
Spade.
conversation. I need to talk to him. I want to collaborate with him.
Okay, well, what I'll
I'm gonna have
do,
to, yeah.
because I think that video, just click on that video, and I think his link to his channel, but it's the BK Spade podcast. I'll just write it in the chat right quick. You
Okay.
go to his channel, hit him up, cause like him, I think he had a co-host, but now he has two co-hosts. So, honey,
Oh,
yes, check him out. Let me
yeah,
see.
I liked y'all's conversation. I think he's intelligent and he's the kind of guy, especially a Black guy, I would want to talk to because I do like having conversations with men. However, it's always these dusties who haven't graduated and can't read higher than a fourth grade reading level on this channel. And I need educated Black men who take conversations seriously. So that he seems like he'd be nice to talk to, but I wanted to be like, I wonder if Wisdom would care. I didn't think he would care that I collaborate with
No,
him.
listen, that is family. Like I've been knowing him since we were kids, and
Oh,
then
really?
he ended up marrying a family member, a cousin of mine. So he's family. I don't care what he says. Okay,
Awesome.
so
Okay.
I'm sure
I'll
he'll be
definitely
cool
try
with
to.
it.
Yeah, I'll try to hit him up and see what topics he want to talk. I forget what y'all were talking about, but it was so good. And I was in the chat. I thought for a minute I thought it was live, and then I realized after a while, oh, did she premiering something that she done already did?
Okay, initially it was live, but YouTube blocked it because we was talking about the Matrix. So I was going
Oh,
down the rabbit hole a little bit there, and it got blocked because I was showing some of the clips from the movie, which I thought it would be okay because sometimes you'll get a copyright, but they still let you show it. But then
uh-huh.
others be like, I don't want you showing nothing of mine. So it got
Right,
blocked, so I had to go and edit that out and re-premiere it.
premiere.
So that's what you was watching.
Right. Because I was asking questions in the chat and I'm like, why aren't wisdom listening? Then I looked up, I was like, oh, this is the premiere. That's why she's not listening to me because this is she not even okay.
And I probably
'Cause
was
it was
asleep because
yeah.
I'll be in the chat sometimes when things
Mhm.
premiere, but I probably was knocked out, girl.
Yeah, you might have. I think no, I think I did see you in the chat, but you came later, and I had just was about to leave, and I think you came later, so you probably was asleep for most of it. But I wasn't mad. I was just like, damn it, this is a good conversation. I really want to be part of it. There it
Man,
is.
that would have been great if you would have showed up on the night that we went live. I would have dropped the link for you, honey.
Oh, I sure would have been up in there because I'm a nerd. That's the type of stuff I love to talk about. Um, so maybe I'll even set up a little live stream, and all three of us can talk about some Matrix shit and all of that good stuff. So,
Listen, that's right
anywho,
up my alley, so I'm
yeah.
down for whenever.
All right, boo. Well, I'm about to hop up off of here, but I really appreciated you coming on up here and helping me out. Okay.
No, thank you for having me, and I'm about to drop down and officially wake up. Sorry, I'm still in the
All right,
bed.
girl. All right, boo. See you later. All right, y'all. Well, my thoughts and my positive energy goes out to Nylah and Cynthia. I hope Cynthia's okay. I'm worried about her safety. I know she did just get doxxed. Um, Black women, we got to stop fighting. We got to stop being so hateful towards one another. We need to start loving each other, uplifting each other, supporting each other. And with all that being said, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Stay beautiful, stay blessed. Be a get money bunny and get your money, honey. And I'll see you later. Bye.
You had this other one, BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss TV.
Bossy Empress in there.
Men don't respect anything that they don't invest in.
Bossy, what's your OnlyFans going for, Bossy?
Does he meet the basics of what I want? Pursue, provide, and protect. It is the male's instinct to provide and be able to protect and all of that good stuff if they want to be able to procreate. Okay, so I just want to talk about how there is a divide in the Black community among the women in particular. Colorist men have turned me and other light-skinned women like me against our dark-skinned sisters.
Not on Bossy's content.
Hey baby, I've been watching you for a while now, and I gotta admit that I got a little crush on you. Hey, what's up, you guys? This is your girl, BossyEmpryss, and on this channel, I talk about whatever I want. If you like my content, please come join us on the channel membership or join us on Patreon, where you get access to a community of like-minded women, courses, lessons, and much, much more. You can also support the platform by sharing the content, clicking the like button, the subscribe button, and bell button so that you're notified every time that I make a post or go live. If you'd like to contribute to the content on this channel, you can email me at BossyEmpryssTV@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. It's always a fun and loving environment on this channel, so join the family. Please remember to always assume positive intent. Are you ready to go down the rabbit hole?